Okay, so we are now recording, and I want to welcome you to today's presentation, and it's 8 ways to maintain a positive mindset. And you can see a theme running through these trainings, and that's because the first place to start is with a positive mind. So this is a beautiful summer morning presentation, a training presentation, and I welcome you. This will be up on a replay as well, so you'll be able to see it if you miss it as we're going live right now. And I hope you can all hear me okay. So our journey of inner transformation begins with developing a positive mind. That's where we start. It's that positive mindset. Without that, and I talk about this a lot, we get clawed back, we get pulled back by that negative mind. And instead of focusing on what's positive and good in our lives, we tend to focus on the negative. And it's a bias that's inbuilt within us. So we have to learn to develop ways and means and exercises to keep our mind on a positive bent. So here are some of the tools we use for keeping that positive outlook. Positive affirmations. This is where I get all of my students to start learning positive affirmations, what they are, how to use them, when to use them, what's the best way to use them, do all that. An exercise called What Went Well Today, which you do each day, and you come up with 3 things that went well. This refocuses you on the positive. You're not looking at what didn't go well. You're wanting to find out what went well. We have no trouble finding out what didn't go well. Another exercise is the spot, stop, and swap. So you spot a negative thought, you stop it, and you swap it for a positive one. Mantras. I am thinking positive about my financial situation. Journaling. Taking time to write out your thoughts, understand your triggers, what's causing you to fall back into that negative mindset, and of course, reframing, taking that negative thought and changing it into a positive one. Okay, so today our focus is on maintaining that positive mindset through the daily ups and downs of life. So things happen. It happens to all of us. It doesn't matter how incredibly positively focused you are. Things are going to happen, and you're going to feel that oomph of something going wrong, or an upset, or a challenge, or an obstacle. This happens to everybody, but it's our practice, our continuous daily practice, that allows us to get back up quickly and dust ourselves off and go on. So our first look is look for a solution. So the first thing to do when something comes up, you have a problem or situation, is to look for a solution. That's the positive thing. There is a solution, not, oh, I give up. There's no solution. This will never work. All of those negatives. There is a solution. I'm capable of finding it. Let's see what it can be. It's a good place to do a journaling exercise. Change the word problem to opportunity. So change that. Problem is like we're kind of fixed on that idea of problem. So if we change the wording to opportunity, how can I use this opportunity to create more abundance, as an example? And the other thing we kind of get tricked into is we have a problem, we look for a solution, one solution. And that kind of gets us into that, what would you call it, into that neural pathway where we always go, we always look there. What if you asked, what solutions are there to this situation? How many solutions can I find? Challenge yourself to find more than one solution. This opens up your mind to look for things other than what or where you would normally go. So number one, look for a solution. So for maintaining a positive mind, excuse me, your mindset is a choice. This is number two. Your mindset is a choice. So you can be negative or you can be positive. It's your choice, and it's up to you to maintain the positive work that you're doing. Each day you need to declare what your intent is for the day, to use a positive affirmation each morning. I use a positive affirmation every morning. I come up with something. What do I need to focus myself on? Where are my negatives going? What are my negative thoughts? Okay, this is what I need to focus on. So it's important to keep reworking that positivity. You do that exercise, what went well today, in the evening, or you do it like I do that the very next day. I do it in the morning, what went well yesterday. That focuses me on positives. What's my positive affirmation? What's my intention for today? Always seeking to put a positive spin on what is going on. Okay, be willing and able to always laugh. This is critical. We can get so serious about our journey of inner transformation. And we get, occasionally what we do is we get frustrated and annoyed with ourselves because it doesn't seem to be going as quickly as it can. But one of the things the universe does is it shows us our humor. And one of the things about that is it has a way of showing our foibles in a light that makes us laugh. So one of our processes is to let go of things, not to personalize a situation. And when you find yourself doing that, it can be really funny. Oh, look at what I'm doing. I've been taught not to look at this. I'm manifesting exactly what they're talking about. And it can be funny and humorous. One of the things is you create a humor playlist. So what tickles your fancy? What makes you laugh? Make a list, a playlist, so that if you're finding yourself getting too serious or too distracted or too caught up in the process, you don't feel it's working right, go to your playlist or humor playlist and have a laugh. It lightens up your mood. It brings back that positivity into your life. Use your self-talk to your advantage. This is important. You hear yourself. The images you view in your mind and the words you say to yourself influence your thoughts and mindset. Positive words and pictures lead to a positive mindset. Watch for self-limiting words like can't, impossible, never. So this is an awareness. If you catch yourself going, I can't do that, then switch it around and go, I know I can find a way to do that. Now, it may not be in your skill set that you can do it yourself, but you may find a way. So you talk to a friend and say, do you know anything about audio programs and dealing with audio? Can you help me understand how to use audio better? Or whatever it is, I'm having trouble understanding my finances. I need help to look at that. You don't have to do it all yourself, but look for how you can do something, or how can you make it possible? So you change it from being impossible to possible. Okay? Switch them out for positive. So always be looking for those negatives and switch them for a positive. And this will help you maintain a positive mindset. Fill your mind with positive media. And this is so important in today's, let me move myself. I'm getting in the way of this wonderful technology. Whoops, I'm here. Wonderful technology of Zoom. I can move myself around. Isn't that cool? So maintaining a positive media, we can control what we see. People go, oh, it's so negative on Facebook. It's so negative on Instagram, or it's so negative here or there, or the news is always negative and blah, blah. Why are you watching it? You have the ability to control what you see more than at any time in our history. You can go to your Facebook and you can only view what is positive. And as you do that, Facebook will feed you the positive things. When you go to your YouTube, you don't have to look at all the negativity. Start focusing on what is positive. And Facebook has a way of then determining if you're watching this, they'll give you more of it. So the more positive things you're watching, the more of that kind of thing you're going to get. It's an automatic thing. It's easy to curate positivity if you just spend a little time setting that whole process up. Remove negativity by not watching the news. If you really feel that you must be up to date on news, scan through headlines. Don't read the details. You don't need the details. And maybe really, really ask yourself, what type of news do I need to be absorbing? There's all kinds of other media other than the news that you can use to investigate topics and subjects that you're interested in. So there's the U of YouTube, the University of YouTube. You can learn anything, any skill, any interest you want on YouTube. All you have to do is create the search dynamics and find it. So there's no reason for this influx and this constant negativity. If you're feeling that your social media is doing that, it's your way, you're consuming that media and you're consuming the negativity. And I think YouTube is the best example of it feeding back to you what you're watching. And it happens almost instantly. So if you don't believe me, go and try it. Start focusing on positive things on YouTube and see what you start receiving from YouTube as suggestions and ideas to watch. Another way to deal with or maintain a positive mind is to be grateful. There's all kinds of studies that show gratitude is a very healthy thing to have, to take some time each day and express gratitude, even when it's for something that you are struggling with or a challenge, because within that challenge, there is a seed that will help you grow. And so as you write about, use gratitude, make sure you're keeping a gratitude journal. Let's move myself again here. This is live, so. Okay. It's not cooperating, folks. Okay, one more try here. There we go. So when you're feeling frustrated, try listing things that make you feel grateful. So when you're feeling frustrated, annoyed, all that negative is creeping in, sit down with a piece of paper, do it on paper, write out what am I grateful for today? What right now in my life am I grateful for? And when you do that, you're back to a positive mindset. How are we doing for time here? Okay, we're moving along. So keep your focus. So stay present is the next one. For maintaining a positive mindset, you need to stay present. If you're slipping back into the past or you're worrying about the future, then you're out of present time and you're going to sort of slip into those negative areas of your life. So for me, one of my biggest challenges is it's not that I worry a lot. I'm not a worrier, but I have that background thing going in my head. And every time I spot it, then I become aware of that and I can change my thought to look at a positive rather than a negative. So practice that. If you're thinking about how you're going to pay your rent next month and you're worrying about that, you're now in negative territory. It's better to get back to the present and go, in this moment, what can I do to resolve that situation? Or what can I do right now that will help me change that, or to help me stop worrying about that? Because quite often what we're worrying about never materializes. We spend all this energy worrying about things and they never happen. So if you stay present, you eliminate that look at the future and the look at the past. And when you're in, then you're in total present time and everything is positive and good and calm and tranquil. Believe me, that's true. Just keep working on that positive mindset and maintaining it. Be of service. Here's the last idea for staying or maintaining your positive attitude is be of service. When you're helping others, you're getting over yourself. You're not thinking about yourself. You're thinking of others. You're thinking of maybe volunteering at the dog shelter or going into, I know a couple of my friends go into hospitals where they sing to patients. They go through and sing. This is their way of giving to others. Lead by example. So be the change you want to see in the world. Don't complain about everything that's wrong with the world. You see something that's wrong, how or what can I do to help change the situation? Not what or how can somebody else change that situation. And again, it's this whole thing about asking somebody else to intervene and we don't do anything. And why should that work? When you want to see change, then you need to lead it. Teach. Teach is an excellent way to learn these things. So by being here today and by doing the teaching that I do, and I constantly teach, I coach, I teach, and I teach all this material over and over again, I learn and understand and get it deep within my soul so that it becomes part of me and I can instantly spot, there we go, instantly spot when I'm getting away from that, when I'm moving from my positive to negative. Now, we all do that. It's not about eliminating negative. That's not what we're focused on. It's about increasing the amount of positive in our lives. Okay? So one of the things I highly recommend to people is my Affirmations Masterclass. And I have listed here on the screen all the reasons that are the logical reasons for going in and taking my affirmation class, because I do cover what exactly is an affirmation, how to write a positive affirmation, what is the best way to use a positive affirmation, how to create a habit of using positive affirmations every day, what the secret to success with affirmations is. I cover all of that. But what I want you to do is visualize what your life would be like if you manage to have a more positive view. How does that change your life? Think what it would be like if you didn't complain about your boss every day, if you enjoyed your job, if you loved your family, if you enjoyed your commute to work, if you reduce the amount of drama and upset in your life, can you imagine what that would be like? What would you give to live that uncluttered, a life without the drama, without all the goings on, that you can quickly and easily find your way through life's turmoils and have a clear and set goal? What would that be like for you? That's what the affirmation class is all about. It's learning to rebalance your mind so that when you got up in the morning, you feel positive, you feel alive, you know the day is going to be good. You are escaping all of those worries and so on, because you are looking at your life positive. You are looking and thinking that your day is going to be great. And one of the simple affirmations is, I'm having a great day. That's all it takes. I'm having a great day. And as you do that more and more, you're enforcing that. So the affirmations class is a great way to go. The price is $24.97. It's not hugely long, but it's all broken down into sections so that you can easily grasp each part of what I'm teaching in positive affirmations. And not only that, when you graduate from the class, you will know what a good affirmation is. And I have to tell you out there, there are a lot of bad affirmations that don't fulfill the requirements that would make your affirmation effective and allow it to work, because you're retraining your mind, and your mind will only retrain in a certain way. So if you want to learn how to use those affirmations, positive affirmations, how to write them, how to create your own, what they are, what to look for, and how you can use them to change your life, then please click on the link here, right here, and I will put it down in the show notes. So it's beautifulsummermornings.com/ it's MC for masterclass registration, all one word, lowercase. Okay. And I think that's all. We're going to wrap up. One of my commitments is to keep this training to about 20 minutes at a time. We're just a little over those 20 minutes. So this has been a beautiful summer morning training presentation. I want to wish you an awesome evening, a wonderful week. Live big, be inspired. Thank you. Have an awesome evening. Hi, Nick Grimshawe here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would love if you would help us reach more like-minded people by liking, by making a comment, and by subscribing. All of this really helps get us more viewers for our content that we can share more with the world. Thank you.